So Idris Elba wants more accountability on social media, and he's not alone. He recently posted a message on Instagram saying that everyone on social media should be verified, as in having their real identity checked and posted online. He said posting on social media is like boarding a plane without having to show any ID, so cowards are protected by a veil of privacy and secrecy. He added that if people want to post racist messages, they should have to do that with their actual names, not a username. Jeff, when I heard this, I immediately thought of you because for 2 years now on our show, you've been saying pretty much the same thing.
Exactly, and I think we're seeing a lot more celebrities come out speaking how they feel psychologically, mentally inside about how the damage that it does. Because I've spoken out on the show, I can't handle that. I can't read all those comments. If there's 100 nice comments, which there usually is, and there's 2 that aren't so nice, I dive deep into them. So I can't handle that for my mental stability, right? I don't want to look at that stuff. I think Idris Elba has a fantastic point. I always said you should have a license, right? If you want to talk like that, freedom of speech, you live in America, talk like that. But you have to pay the piper too. Don't tell me about some news reporter 40 years ago kissed someone on the shoulder and he needs to be pulled off the air and now he can't support his family when you're doing the exact same thing at your Staples job. Sorry, Staples, you're just an example in this scenario. And you're telling people, calling them ignorant names, using certain profanities, and you shouldn't lose your job and you shouldn't have the, get real. We have to come to some sort of conclusion on this, and I think owning what you say is the answer.
Right, and I'm not going to defend Chrissy Teigen here because I've said how abhorrent a lot of her past behavior has been. But if Chrissy Teigen can get canceled for telling people to go kill themselves, there is a laundry list of anonymous users out there, Erica, who are doing it daily, constantly, and they get 0 repercussions in their personal world.
Well, yeah, but their repercussions is they have to be them. I mean, to be honest, like, you have to think about that. You are absolutely playing into the idea that you don't exist and your life doesn't truly matter if you're a ghost on social media. So you're saying, I'm not as important as this person who I'm spending all of this time putting energy into their feed, whether it's good, bad, negative, joy, indifferent. Because the truth is the algorithm doesn't care. So if you are constantly posting things, even if they're very insightful and hurtful, the algorithm shows it the same. So you're kind of working for these people for free. And I do understand there's a mental health component because once you get all of these messages over and over again, but for the most part, most people in those positions can afford to have a social media manager, and they're not even directly seeing them. They're more so doing it so that their younger fans and followers aren't absorbing the things that they are making connections with this celebrity and now feeling this way about them. So I get it. I understand that it's very infuriating. You have a much larger social media following than I do, so I'm not really subjected to that in the same way. But even when I am, it's like, I mean, prayer works, y'all. I'm just gonna put it out there.
I don't think we're gonna see this, and I'll tell you why. You know, Erica's talking about the emotional aspect, which is real, but there's a financial aspect as well. And if you think about, the only people we're not hearing from are these social media companies, and it's because when they talk to their shareholders, they're saying, hey, we have this many million users, and they have to know that there are people that have 20, 30, 50 accounts. So if you purge those accounts and it's just one, now you're saying, well, we have this much. So now we can charge this much for advertising. And it disincentivizes these social media companies from doing the right thing.
But wouldn't that incentivize them, saying one person has 100 accounts? Now I'm not going to pay you as much because those aren't all. Now you have one person making 100 accounts and I'm paying you more because of your followers. So they should be incentivized by paying that celebrity less if they're going to incentivize them. We know for a fact that 10% of the people make 90% of the content. We know for a fact that people write Richard Ramirez after he murders 100 people and they want to marry him. There's people that are mentally unstable, and companies and billionaires and networks are taking these people and they're using them to adjust the way they run their programs or run their companies or what products to sell. And it needs to come to some sort of head here because we think on the flip side of that, they get social currency with the people that follow them. So if you tell someone to go kill themselves, someone, I hate myself too, so I'm going to laugh at that as well. It's the bully people are now being the bullies on social media, and people who feel hurt other people. That's what that is.
Yeah, I think it's a huge problem. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back.